Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth while others struggle financially despite working hard? Growing up, I had two father figures. My biological father, whom I call my poor dad, and my best friend's father, whom I call my rich dad. Both were hardworking and successful in their careers, but their approaches to money were vastly different. My poor dad, despite being highly educated and holding a secure job, constantly worried about bills and never seemed to get ahead financially. My rich dad, on the other hand, had a knack for building businesses and investments that generated wealth, even though he didn't have a formal education. Intrigued by their contrasting financial paths, I embarked on a journey of learning from my rich dad. He taught me that financial literacy is not a subject taught in schools, but a crucial life skill that can make all the difference in achieving financial freedom. He emphasized that true wealth is not about how much money you make, but about how much money you keep and how hard that money works for you. Through my book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I aim to share these invaluable lessons with the world. Join me as we delve into the principles of Rich Dad, Poor Dad and unlock the secrets to building a life of abundance. My poor dad often said, "Go to school, get good grades, and find a safe, secure job." He believed in working hard for a paycheck and saving diligently for retirement. My rich dad, on the other hand, had a different perspective. He believed that the most important asset we have is our minds, and that financial education is the key to unlocking true wealth. He taught me that the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. They understand that money is a tool that can be used to acquire assets, which in turn generate more money. My poor dad focused on working for money, while my rich dad focused on building and acquiring assets that would generate passive income. I realized that financial freedom wasn't about how much money I earned, but about how I managed and invested the money I had. Through Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I want to share these eye-opening insights and empower you to challenge your own beliefs about money. It's time to shift your mindset from employee to investor and unlock the potential for financial abundance. One of the most important lessons I learned from my rich dad is that the rich don't work for money. They work to learn, to build businesses, and to create systems that generate wealth. They understand that trading time for money is a losing game in the long run. Instead, they focus on acquiring assets that produce passive income, allowing them to escape the rat race and live life on their terms. My rich dad stressed the importance of financial literacy. He believed that understanding how money works is crucial for building wealth. He taught me about different asset classes such as real estate, stocks, and businesses, and how to leverage debt to acquire them. He emphasized the importance of cash flow and how to create multiple streams of income. The concept of working to learn rather than working for money was a game changer for me. It inspired me to invest in my financial education, start my own businesses, and build a portfolio of income-generating assets. Before you can start building wealth, it's crucial to establish a solid financial foundation. This begins with understanding the basic principles of personal finance. Start by tracking your income and expenses. Knowing where your money is going is the first step towards taking control of your finances. Next, create a budget that aligns with your financial goals. Allocate your income towards essential expenses, savings, and investments. Make a conscious effort to live below your means and avoid unnecessary debt. Remember, it's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. By adopting these fundamental principles, you'll be well on your way to achieving financial stability and creating a secure future for yourself and your family. Many people believe that the key to wealth is earning a high income. While a good income is certainly helpful, it's not the only factor that determines your financial well-being. In fact, many high-income earners find themselves struggling financially because they haven't learned how to manage their money effectively. The truth is, it's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. This means developing good financial habits, such as living below your means, saving regularly, and avoiding unnecessary debt. It also means making wise investment decisions that will grow your wealth over time. One of the biggest financial mistakes people make is confusing income with wealth. Just because you earn a lot of money doesn't mean you're wealthy. True wealth is measured by your net worth, which is the difference between your assets and liabilities. By focusing on keeping more of what you earn and making wise investment decisions, you'll be well on your way to achieving financial freedom. One of the key concepts in Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the distinction between assets and liabilities. Understanding this difference is crucial for building wealth. Simply put, an asset puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out of your pocket. Assets can include things like stocks, bonds, real estate, businesses, and intellectual property. These assets generate income or appreciate in value over time, increasing your net worth. Liabilities, on the other hand, include things like mortgages, car loans, credit card debt, and student loans. These liabilities drain your cash flow and decrease your net worth. The rich focus on acquiring assets that generate passive income, allowing them to build wealth even when they're not actively working. Start by identifying your current assets and liabilities. Remember, every dollar you invest in an asset is a step towards building wealth, while every dollar you spend on a liability is a step in the opposite direction. Financial literacy is not just about knowing how to balance a checkbook or invest in the stock market. It's about understanding how money works, how to manage it effectively, and how to use it to create a better life for yourself and your loved ones. Unfortunately, financial literacy is not a subject that is typically taught in schools, leaving many people ill-equipped to handle their finances. This lack of financial education has far-reaching consequences. It can lead to poor financial decisions, high levels of debt, and financial stress. Teaching financial literacy is essential for empowering individuals to take control of their financial well-being. By investing in financial education, we can create a more financially secure and prosperous future for all. Make a commitment to expanding your financial knowledge and empower yourself to make sound financial decisions. The rat race is a term used to describe the cycle of working hard, earning money, and spending most of it on expenses, leaving little to no financial freedom. Many people find themselves trapped in this cycle, living paycheck to paycheck and feeling like they're constantly running on a treadmill. Breaking free from the rat race requires a shift in mindset and a commitment to building wealth. It means taking control of your finances, investing in assets that generate passive income, and creating a life where you're no longer dependent on a job for your financial security. This doesn't necessarily mean quitting your job tomorrow. It's about creating a plan to achieve financial independence, whether it's through building a business, investing in real estate, or creating other streams of passive income. Breaking free from the rat race is a journey, not a destination. Imagine a life where you have the financial freedom to pursue your passions, spend time with loved ones, and make a difference in the world. Rich Dad, Poor Dad has inspired countless individuals around the world to take control of their finances and achieve financial freedom. From entrepreneurs to investors to everyday people, the book's principles have helped people from all walks of life transform their relationship with money and build a brighter future. One such story is that of a young couple who, after reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, decided to start investing in rental properties. Despite having limited capital, they educated themselves on real estate investing, saved diligently, and purchased their first rental property within a year. They continued to reinvest their profits, gradually building a portfolio of income-generating properties that allowed them to achieve financial independence in their early 30s. Another inspiring story is that of a single mother who, after facing financial hardship, decided to take control of her finances. She read Rich Dad, Poor Dad and was particularly drawn to the concept of building multiple streams of income. These stories are a testament to the power of the principles outlined in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Your financial future is not predetermined. It's not something that is simply handed to you. It's something you create through your choices, your habits, and your actions. Rich Dad. Poor Dad provides a roadmap for taking control of your financial destiny and building a life of abundance. The first step is to take responsibility for your financial well-being. Stop blaming external factors like the economy, your job, or your upbringing for your financial situation. Empower yourself to make positive changes and create the financial future you desire. Next, commit to lifelong learning. The world of finance is constantly evolving, so it's crucial to stay informed and adapt to new trends and strategies. Stay focused on your goals, make adjustments as needed, and never give up on your dream of financial freedom. You don't have to come from a wealthy family or have a high-paying job to achieve financial freedom. The principles outlined in Rich Dad, Poor Dad are universal and can be applied by anyone, regardless of their background or current financial situation. The most important step is to simply start. Don't wait for the perfect time or for all the lights to turn green. Take action today, no matter how small. Start by tracking your expenses, creating a budget, or setting up an emergency fund. Building wealth should be an exciting and rewarding experience. The power to create the financial future you desire is within your reach.